Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Underway in Buffalo. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. On first down, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there for the Bills. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangwu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And, Charles, this defense, you might say they're looking forward to a matchup like this. You like to get a team, I would imagine, when they're down. And this is a group that's lost 4 straight.
But their head coach made it very clear in his weekly media availability that everybody's a threat. We're not taking anyone lightly. He's making sure that we know that he's grinding his team this week because, let's face it, who wants to be the team to lose to someone who's lost 4 straight games?
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air, Allen. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangwu. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Allen. He'll find Nwangwu underneath. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On the give is Nwangwu. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen. Forced out to his left. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. To throw, it's Allen. The quick slant caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Hayden Hurst, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. They start to peer toward the offseason. What moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On second down, here's Nwangu. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 7-7, our score after one. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Allen going to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain there for the Bills. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Bills are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a first and goal at the 1.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Check 50.
Now this time Allen will throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
57 to Mike. 57.
They hand off to their big tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Running left, it's Mixon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right on the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action with Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now Burrow on first down. That's taken in by Higgins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards remain on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far, as they used the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Bills 10. Evan McPherson will kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Allen. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. Final minute now of the third quarter. Cook following the penalty. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On play action, Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bills 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Allen now on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And again, it's Allen. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Nwangu. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
That's the way to get it.
Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 30, Bills 16. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Allen drops this off with Nwangu. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Mixon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Some of the words that were said, but I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the